Hello everybody, and welcome to this a coin spinning magic. Wow! Hooray! I am hitting Starwise and not. Hang on, let me just make a Windows noise real quick, and then a second one. There we go. I don't know why it does that to me sometimes, but sometimes I just gotta like plug in the controller. I have played this game on my own because as much as I would love to well, there's words. Long ago, there was an evil black jewel that fed on the wishes of people, turning their desires into power. This dark jewel gave birth to many evil spirits who then tormented the good creatures of the world. Then, just when it seemed like the evil spirits would overrun the land, the spritlings of the sacred forest ensnared the black jewel and hid it away deep within their ancient ruins. But over time, these events were all forgotten, and one day a greedy treasure hunter stole the jewel from the ruins. Oh, free at last! I'm chock full of power. I think I'll turn all this greedy sap's jewels into evil spirits. Wahahaha! And then it grew an eyeball and tentacles. That's what you just do when you're evil, like when you're an evil jewel. I guess. Man, how long would it take for that place to get built? Just my headphones that are falling off my head. Also, were there statues of Bowser? Like Bowser's head? Could not tell. And now we're in the game. Hooray! Well, I mean, if we walk over here, which is the direction it points us in, there's actually nothing we can do. It just points you here, because look, it's the big giant chest. So, I have only played this game once. So I'm just gonna hope that I remember everything, because I did 100% it, but, like, imagine me remembering everything. Because we got our to-do list, and this. That pause screen. But, what I was gonna say though, is, man, this game costs a lot on Amazon. Like, I think like the cheapest option was like $100 something. That's expensive for a person who doesn't have a job, but really wants to play this game because they saw the record. There's also a hidden ladder here. For a person who saw this game back when they were a kid because they owned Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time Master Quest for GameCube, and it collect treasures to activate games for transfer to your Game Boy Advance. And you saw like an ad essentially for this game because of owning Master Quest. Hello, box. Wario, hi. I've been waiting for you. I'm one of the spritlings of the forest. I have really bad news. That evil black jewel you stole is sucking up all of the negative greed energy swirling around in your castle, and terrible things are starting to happen. Honest. If you want to survive, press the A button to jump and B button to punch. Also, press the B button to pick up and hurl KO'd monsters. Practice up, okay? I mean, alright. I think I kinda already know how to do that just from pushing buttons. Just, randomly pushing buttons as any person would do, especially if you're the target audience of a child. That's the best thing to do in a video game. Collect these to get heart fragments. And, look, now we just have Wario's floating head in the pause screen. Also, that treasure was a diamond. I would not have guessed that it was a diamond. I don't know the different books of jewels. I have no idea what these enemies are called. Oh. But, hey, you know, if you spin the control stick, you do this. Which is great. You could do it for so long, unfortunately. But man, does it really, like, injure everything else. It's great. In fact, how much it does. Oops. And there. That's the button to that. You hold L, you can just open your mouth. And with the power of air, you can just inhale all of the money. Somehow. Really good lungs, I guess. Even if you're doing this. Which I love how you can actually just, like, hold the button less. It's great. Like, as a person who since they were in elementary school wanted to play this game and never could, because all their parents could find in Walmart was Wario Land Shake It, which is very not the same. Very much so. I enjoyed playing this game. I made sure not to overhype it in my head. Because, man, overhyping games is a terrible idea. Like, if you're ever trying to be excited for a video game, make sure you just don't overhype it. Because otherwise you're just going to be, like, probably destined to be a bit disappointed. Maybe not, like, extremely so, but at least slightly. Just because, like, the game can only live up to so much of the hype, you know? No matter how good it is. Should have been said for Cyberpunk. Because a lot of people got hyped for that one. Listen, eventually you're gonna have to deal with the stone doohickey that sits on the goal. To get rid of it, you gotta collect a certain number of red diamonds below. Oh, every ground hatch is a sub-level that holds one. Jump and press the R button to do a ground pound. You can crash through those hatches this way. For this area, you only need 3 diamonds. Oh, hello. You are creepy looking. Garlic. Don't you love garlic? Delicious garlic restores health. Listen, you big oaf. If you got the courage to take me on, I guess it's okay to sell you garlic. By punching them. You have to punch them to buy it. Yeah, that's why there's a payment that you have to make. They probably have infinite garlic, but, like, you gotta get some compensation for getting hit all the time. You need these to meet the bosses. Just like that guy said, and that's a spring. Who would've guessed that was a spring? I didn't. Until I hit it and got very confused that it was a spring. Very surprised even. You know, I'm now realizing I have kind of already run through most of the things I had to say about this game. Which, you know, the only thing I actually had planned to say was just the fact that it made me play Wario Land Shake It. Which, I mean, that game's not terrible. I hated it as a kid. Like, being a kid who was terrible at video games, that game is too difficult and made me very not happy when playing it because of that reason. Oops. Hello, what you gotta say? Wario, are you using the B button correctly? First hold down the B button for a dash attack. Just face the direction you want to go, or want to dash, then charge. One more thing, while holding a monster above your head, hold down the B button to release it for a Mega Toss. This is great for KOing monsters that can survive ordinary throws. And immediately the Triceratops shows up. What a coincidence. Surely they wouldn't be a monster that survives ordinary throws. I say, expecting it to survive the ordinary throw and it dies? Okay, way to prove me wrong. Also, for the record, if you don't ground pound these, you don't get as high of a jump. Which is why I ground pounded it. Now we got pterodactyls. Or as I like to say, for fun, pterodactyls. Just heck your silent letters in the English language. Who cares about that? It's more fun than say them. Oh gosh. Who's that C-stick is yelling about? as, time to make a staircase, I guess. Oops. Did not mean to punch both. Okay, you know what? That's actually not helping me at all to have that camera angle. Like, not in the slightest. Oh, there it is. Just like that, we got ourselves the ore. Which, as you can see, there's much more of them. And Wario is missing his, butt there. His lower half. At least he has his like, upper half, though he doesn't have arms either, I guess. That statue. It's fine, we'll piece more together. I'm sure of it, as, you know, I'm kinda going for 100% and stuff. Including showing the Game Boy Advance things. Thankfully, I figured out how that works. Whatnot. Which does remind me, I should probably look up to see if I can buy, like an actual, what do you call it? Like, link cable thingy for the Game Boy Advance. You could throw them sooner if you just hit the B button. I just keep forgetting to. Because, like, man, it sucks that the link cable I had from, like, as a kid is just broken. Where was... Did we see that yet? Have we seen that at all? Oh, there it is, yeah, we did. Okay, I just couldn't remember. It's a good thing that these color-coded Wario buttons and Wario platforms aren't... Oops, I keep hitting the side before I jump. Aren't, like, similar colors. That's great. Like, I think the closest ones might be, like, the yellow and green. Which we've seen already, both of, but they're still different enough. Okay, maybe not. Hang on, this is green. I thought the one we just... Oops. I thought the one we just hit was green. Maybe I just thinking of that. I don't know. No, I'm confused. You know what? Forget it. I'm done with colors. Someone just erased colors from existence already. Terrible. Oh, and for anyone worried that these buttons are on a timer when you hit them, they aren't. They stay activated. I don't know if they stay activated if you leave the level and come back, but at least for when you're still in the level and haven't left yet, they stay activated, even if you go to a sub area. Even though it doesn't sound like they would because of the fact that they're a blaring alarm. Make it seem very much like you're gonna have to, like, hurry it up or something. Where is that? Okay. Alright, we can jump that high. Good. Do I still need to hit another one of, no, we're good. Only need a bunch of you. Away we go. I would like to mention I've never been used to Garlic Guy. Or person machine. What would you identify him as? I've never really talked to speaking garlic dispensers before. Besides, like, you know, when they speak to us. Anyway, then we don't even say anything to them. They just make assumptions. Which is kind of rude, you know? But hey, it's fine, it's alright. I think anyone has the right to be rude to Mario, considering he's rude to everyone else. You know, treat other people like you want to be treated and whatnot. Mario really does not want to be treated very well. I say as we find a statue of his head just out in this forest. Which, as this is a very heavy object, which you can tell by the fact that it takes forever to pick up. It actually takes longer to get going for the spin too. Whereas, you know, like someone like this, you might have noticed, it's spinning pretty dang quickly. Oops, I was trying to also knock this guy over so we can pick them up. They're also a bit on the heavier side. Like medium weight, it's like the weight class kind of thing, you know? Like very heavy, the medium, or like the mid, and then the light. which actually does kinda matter. Am I too close to that? No, thank goodness. That's scary. How close you get to being poked by that. But the weight of the things that you start spinning with does actually kinda matter. Because if you notice, like, when you start spinning here, Wario starts flashing, like, blue, I want to say that is. I'm not confident in that statement, but when he does that, you actually can stop spinning the control stick, and he'll just automatically keep spinning. And I didn't find that for a very long time. So, I always spun the control stick the whole time while trying to move around, which is a lot more difficult. Doable, but difficult. What you got to tell us? Careful, Wario. All the cliffs of the deep chasms are here and around here are really dangerous. Words are hard. If you fall, you'll land in Unithorn's lair. Scary. You'll lose coins as long as you're in Unithorn's lair. So if you fall in, you better hurry up and find the escape spring before you go broke. Oh yeah, I'll test that theory. Thank you very much. It doesn't seem that bad. Also, this is what they meant by spring. Like, even after seeing that, my brain still took, like, I think a couple levels before I realized what it meant by spring, because I kind of was expecting, like, a fountain of water kind of thing. No, it's spring water. Especially since you land right in the middle of a bunch of water. Like, that just didn't help me at all. Don't know how that works, though. If I have all things, I would expect that. And also, I would like to mention, I don't think it is necessary to, collect all the underground, like, gem things at all, but hey, I will do it anyways, because sometimes there is extra stuff in there. Huh. I could have sworn one of these broke, but I guess not. Not this time, at least. Hey, there's the goal, Wario. If you found enough red diamonds, the stone doohickey blocking the way will vanish. If not, the bye-bye balloons can take you back to the start point. Up ahead, the diamonds you need will appear more frequently. If you want to know how many you have, just press start/pause and check your inventory screen, okay? Okay. I was actually just called the start/pause button. I'm actually confused by this though. I could have sworn that this one broke. But hey, maybe I'm just lucky. I do love how this is called the bye-bye balloons though. That's such a great name for the thing. It also very much seems like a child named it. What does... oh. Okay. That's... interesting. I guess. And then if we hit this again, it moves more. You know, I don't think that's quite how levers work. Usually it's one direction for one thing, and then the other direction does the opposite, but sure. It just continues the process over and over, instead of going back and forth like a lever. Makes sense. What also makes total sense is the fact that you just combo enemies, like the Triceratops, by ground pounding them, like just right above their head. As long as your butt's making contact with them, they just take damage. You can also pick up the bombs, if you really want to. Not too much of a point, there's nothing around here for us to hit. But hey, at least you can tell them to get out of here with the bombs. I don't know how I hit that. I got a whip, but hey. Speeding. Also, if you charge during a jump, you get that weird special kind of jump, which also still hits things. Very weird. I don't get how that one works. It also does that kind of jump if you charge off a wedge. Like, as long as you go airborne while charging, it happens. So I do recommend being very careful about charging around ledges, because if you fall, it's not a good time. You have zero control during that kind of, like, jump thing. I've fallen again. I started. Go. Oops. Hit down and just drops. Good to note. I will take the slow. Oh yeah. Right. You can also still hit the C stick out in the main area. Forgot about that part. Oh hi. Oh. Bye. Let me do that. But what you gotta do for these guys is just pick up the bombs that they shoot out of their way too many cans. I missed the chest. It was on the other side of the bridge. That we just so happen to be right above. Oh gosh, and that's what happens if you get hit by one of those guys. They just start shaking you around and stealing your money. Alternatively, they can impale you with the spike or like poke you. I don't remember which, but you know, not good. Get hit by the rhino horn. At least that's what I would assume. But hey, I think we got everything, right? Yeah, we even got the full completed statue of Wario over here. Look at him with all his glory. And if you are curious, you can actually see their hints again. And sometimes they're actually differently worded, which is weird. You can also rotate these objects like that you collect throughout the treasures that you get throughout the level. But with that said, let's go fight our first boss of the game. This thing. This weird goo thing. They look like they're kind of made of goo, at least. That's my assumption. But hey, the solution is just to punch them. And then run away in fear. And then punch them again. If at first you don't succeed, punch them some more. And for the boss, you gotta make sure you do, if you throw them, to make sure to do the mega toss, because otherwise they won't take damage and you just completely wasted that whole phase doing absolutely nothing. Or alternatively, you can spin them, which kind of like the mega toss, you have to wait a bit before you can use it and actually damage them, because you actually have to start flashing before it will do damage. It works that way for the heavier enemies too, like the Triceratops and the whatever the heck the one thing that shoots the bombs is called. Alternatively, you can jump and hit the ground pound, and then that works too. And with that, our first boss is dead, and I got launched in the air by their corpse. Hooray! And it counts how many enemies we killed and punched and stuff. It gives you 1 coin per. So all those fist counting meant something. So if you really need money, just punch everything. Just a lot. Just keep punching. Never stop punching. You can keep respawning the enemies and just punch more of them. And I guess to finish off this episode, we look back at our to-do list, as it's now completed. Where, you know, we whipped the boss by grabbing red diamonds. Excuse me. We got the heart fragments by nabbing the gold statue, and we got Wario's stuff back by finding all the treasures. So next time, we'll head off to, this level. See you all then. These levels don't have names either. So, you know, bye-bye.